Hello everyone, Therese Mew here. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm very excited to be here with you all because I'm actually going on a happiness odyssey. In the next few months here, I'm going to be studying anything and everything about happiness. I'm going to study from books, to researches, to talking to people who's been naturally happy, to just about soaking in any information I could all about happiness. And the inspiration I got this from was really from Marcy Shamoff. She's amazing. If you guys haven't picked up this book, please do so. Actually, it's a book that I haven't been able to put down since December. I really love it. But this title today, you're basically gonna launch it off today, which is Cultivating Happiness, a surprising discovery. And what I found out from her book, and everything I'm going to talk about you guys here today is really from the study from her book. So definitely I want you guys to pay attention, take some notes if you want to, or just pick up the book and let's get some conversation going at the end. But what I discovered from her was that based on our happiness, we actually have a happiness set point, much like our weight. Our weight kind of stays the same all throughout our life. Same thing with our happiness set point. The reason for that is 50% of it's genetic, 10% of it is determined by your circumstances, like your job, your wealth, your marital status, and 40%, this is the surprising discovery, 40% is actually based on your habitual thoughts, feelings, words, and action. I thought that was interesting. So what this means right here, you guys, is that just like on a cold day outside, say like it's 10 to 20 degrees, you come back inside your house and you want to take it up a notch to maybe 75 degrees. You have the ability to do so also in your life. You actually have that control, which is 40%. Because what you have to understand based on studies is that in all our life, everything that has happened to us, it's created some kind of neural pathways within the wiring of the brain. So the biggest question you probably have is how do I control certain habits and thoughts, words, and how do I apply all the information I just learned today, especially about the 40% of habitual thoughts, words, and actions. I would say, based on the book, obviously, you guys, but based on the book, look at is every moment expanding you or contracting you. So there's an expansion versus contraction. And I'm sorry, my son has written all over it, but so in every situation, say you get a bad phone call from someone, or someone was yelling at you in the freeway, or whatever the situation may be, you can kind of take a look at it. You know, contraction is unhappiness, fear, pessimism; constriction, resistance, low energy, dis-ease, separation, and feeling bad. Whereas expansion is happiness, love, optimism, flow, acceptance, vitality, ease, well-being, connection, and feeling good. So in every situation, you can kind of think to yourself and say, hey, is this going to expand me or is it going to contract me? So based on her studies with Happy 100 people, they stay within their expansion mode. They operate within this over here, whatever's happening within their life, whatever circumstances they're going through. So it's so important for you to stay within the zone right here. Okay, so that's one of the things that I would definitely encourage you all to take a look at when a certain situation is happening to you. So the last things I want to talk about, because I really want you guys to have a take-home value today, is there's 4 things I wanted to discuss and I wanted to close with, which is aside from expansion and contraction, the one thing that you can do, and I've seen this work within myself, and I do this often, is just be in gratitude. No matter what's going on in your life, just be happy, just be grateful for the smallest things to the big things, whatever that may be for you. Because science has now proven that gratitude not only affects your physiology, but affects your biology as well. So it's just so important to be thankful for your health, for your family, for your certain circumstances you're going through, and just be happy. The second thing I would say is be present wherever you're at. If you're with a friend, if you're with a family, if you're playing with your kids, just be totally present and don't think too much. Just be like, oh, just go with the flow, you know, and just be totally present. The third thing I would say is the big 5. the big five is this, okay? It's been said in personal development is that your income is in direct proportion or sometimes determines with the five people that you hang out with the closest. Well, according to Marcy's book, it's also determined by the level of happiness is also determined by these five people you hang out with. So if you're hanging out with grumpy people, people who complains a lot, people who gossips a lot, you're definitely gonna pick that up. Okay, so make sure you are hanging out with people who has a certain level of happiness, who are in a expansion mode. I mean, not all the time, but you're 80-90% of the time they're happy, they're optimistic, not negative or talking about other people and gossiping and complaining all the time. So that's a big discovery for me as well. And then the last thing I would say, which is really the most important, is that happiness, you guys, can spread 3 degrees below you. This is a study that's been done. So your happiness actually affects the people around you the most, whether you're at work, whether you're at home, whether you're driving by yourself on the freeway, or wherever you may be. Happiness can definitely spread 3 degrees below you. So just remember that. I think that was a very, very good discovery. But anyway, I had a great time talking to you guys about happiness. Every other week I will tell you guys something about happiness. It's definitely not going to be consistent like every week, but I would say about twice a month I will definitely I'll have a new tab on my blog about happiness, and I definitely want you guys to come back and check it out. And like I said, if you guys haven't picked up Marcy's book, please do so. It's going to change your life. It's just a phenomenal book. And please subscribe to my blog. I'd love to get to know you better. And the last thing is, leave me a comment. If you've read Marcy's book, let me know what your thoughts are. And if you haven't read it, just leave me a comment. Let me know, what did you learn most about my blog post today? I definitely want to get a conversation going out there. But thank you all for being here. I feel so honored to be going in this happiness odyssey, which is a journey inward. And I definitely can't wait to share everything of what I'm learning with you all. Thank you.